Bismillah walhamdulillah wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah nabiyina Muhammad wa man ittaba al-huda. We have received a few questions from our brothers and sisters with regards to what is a suggested book that families can read amongst themselves. Likewise, what is a suggested book for teenagers? And one of the best books that we would recommend for our brothers and sisters is a book called Qasas al-Anbiya, or Stories of the Prophets and the Messengers, by Imam Hafiz ibn Kathir, the great scholar of Tafsir, rahimahullah ta'ala, which is, he lived in the 8th century Hijri. Imam ibn Kathir, rahimahullah ta'ala, is a well-known scholar, a scholar of Hadith, a scholar of Tafsir, and he wrote and authored an extensive book on the history of the stories of the prophets and the messengers. This book has been translated years ago, and he begins with Prophet Adam alayhi salatu salam. He begins with, then he goes on to Nuh, he goes on to other prophets and messengers, Prophet Abraham, Prophet Lut, Prophet Musa, Prophet Yusuf, and he ends with Prophet Isa alayhi salatu salam, Prophet Jesus, yani the prophet before Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. This is a wonderful book, and it's a story. It's stories of the prophets and messengers, and we know in the Quran and in the authentic Sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Allah Azza wa Jalla in the Quran informs us of stories of the prophets and the messengers, and it's one of the ways to grab the attention of the reader, to tell a story. So that is in the Quran, and many verses inform of that. Likewise, in the Sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, at times the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to say, there was an individual that came before you, and the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam tells us a detailed or a brief story about someone that came before us. So this is a wonderful book to read to your family. And likewise, it is definitely a suggested book for teenagers. As we mentioned, it ends with Prophet Isa. So if you have this book, you will not find the story of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. If you're looking for the story of the Prophet Muhammad, the author authored another book, Al-Fusul, on the biography of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, also authored by Hafiz ibn Kathir, rahimahullah ta'ala, and that is also translated. So these are two wonderful books. One of them, the stories of the prophets and the messengers, ending with Isa, and the other, the detailed history or biography of our beloved Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, suggested reading for our brothers and sisters and families and teenagers. Allah knows best. Wa sallallahu wa sallam wa barak ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam tasliman kathira.